Excellent. Now on the Facebook Live as well. These first few seconds while the notification gets out to everybody, I'll say hello to the people finding the video afterwards. Hello, this is the online Shamanic drumming circle. I'm Jonathan Weekes from Heron Drums, and yes, we've been going since March, since the spring equinox, with these regular online drumming circles, and connecting on Facebook Live and on Zoom. I'm just paying attention to the Zoom at the moment because it's asking me to... there's a waiting room on there now. So welcome to those who are just finding it on Facebook Live. Comments will appear here. Fantastic. So that's all set up as it needs to be. And I believe we're excellent. We are arriving on Zoom. I'm just having to let everybody in from the waiting room individually. I think it's the new security measures they've got up there. So I either have to have people... I either have to have a waiting room or I have to have a password. I'll work out what's the easiest way in future. But welcome to everybody who's arriving. Do say hello. Do let us know in the chat on Zoom or in the comments on Facebook where you're joining in from. Send up the bubbles to say hello. If you're on Zoom, you can wave when you can see and hear what's going on. And I'll just continue to let people in here. Fantastic. Let us know where you're joining in from, and if it's your first time joining on here, fantastic. Let us know as well. As I say, this has been going mostly every couple of weeks since March now. We've been joining in here, so it's absolutely fantastic to be back to the sort of the normal regular routine of it. We had a kind of a slightly wayward September where we only managed to get together on here once around the equinox. Had a nice evening for the equinox. So hello, joining in from Newcastle on Time. Excellent. I'm just making sure I can see the right pages on here as well. Fantastic. Hello everyone joining. Grace joining in from what you describe as wet London. It's I have been mostly dodging and avoiding the raindrops, but it has been quite nice to get out and feel it a lot fresher. Oh, fantastic. I can see quite a few people joining in for the first time on Facebook, so fantastic and welcome. I don't know if it's been shared to somewhere different and you found it for the first time, or where you've only recently found the page, but really great to have you along. Please do share the Facebook Live stream. Do share if you found out about this in a group. Do share the details back to the group, just so other people who are finding it there can also find it. Fantastic to see people joining in from Iceland. This has been a very international circle over the years. Many people joining around the UK. I'm obviously based in the UK. I'm based down in Canterbury in Kent. But you know, the page extends all around the world. Many people who have joined on the workshops have joined from all around the world, and many drums that I've made that I've made are singing their songs out and around the world. So it's great how many people are able to join in with these and join together in a circle. On Zoom, you've got friends joining in from Hampshire, from London, from Gisborne. Fantastic. And from San Francisco, I can see. Hello, fantastic to see you there, Phoebe. Friends joining in from Glasgow as well. Let's just scroll up, see if there's some that I missed. From Gloucester, more from London. Hi, Adele in Edinburgh. Natalie in France. Some from York, from Edgware. Hello, Amanda in Kent. Fantastic. Whereabouts in Kent are you? I'm over in Canterbury, and when we're doing our in-person meets, we have a group in Ashford. Though it will be, for the time being, it will be online here until we're able to have the in-person groups again. Brilliant. I think I'm back to the beginning there, and people joining in from Dundee. Excellent. Let me check if there's anybody else trying to get on Zoom. Excellent. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, if you're able to, do please click share on the live video on Facebook, just so if there's anybody else who's been looking for it, some people see about it afterwards, and the number of messages I get of, oh, I missed it again. So if people are able to share it to wherever they found out about it, it might then help people more easily find their way onto the video. Fantastic. Maggie joining from Leicestershire. Wonderful, wonderful. Just keeping an eye on the Zoom here because I've got to let people in individually. There's been a change in the settings somewhere. So I apologise anybody on Zoom if you were waiting for long to get onto the Zoom call, but fantastic to see you all. Jazz hand waves. As you can see, we've got the autumnal kind of grotto feel still with the space here. I'm wondering what I need to do as we get closer to Samhain, whether I need to kind of, have some hanging skulls on the side here or something like that to get it a little bit more Samhain-y, and a bit of snow on it all as we get into the next few months. I don't know quite how I can change it all, but it's I've started something now, it would seem. Hey there, Julia. Good to see you. Fantastic. Joanna joining from Thailand, your drum is on its way to you. You may have received a notification today, but your drum is on its way to you now. Exciting times. Your new friend on its way. Holly in Derby, and I think it's just this one here I missed as well. Amanda in West Malling. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, well, we're just coming up to 5 past now. So let's focus in on beginning. Welcome everybody again, and hello to all those people who are joining for the first time on here. What we have now is about an hour and a half where we'll just do a few rounds of drumming together, each round of drumming with a particular prayer and intention, a particular focus, and connecting in on this wide circle. I've kind of read off this list here of where everyone's joining in from all around the world. So we've got this far extended circle here. So yeah, and all connecting in with the drum, connecting in with those rhythms, connecting in with the earth, and we connect in with the seasons here in particular as well in these sessions. Just to start the evening, we're going to start with the usual grounding, centering. If you have smudge incenses or those at home, this is a good thing to do at the start here. We've got busy days, and where we're doing these things online, we can often come from one room where we've been doing something else and come across into another room and literally just sit down, and we don't have that moment to detach from the stuff that's been going on in the day or that we've just been sorting out, and to starting this space where we connect in with the drums. So let's just take a little bit of extra time to ground ourselves and center ourselves. Another note for those people who are new, in the background here somewhere is Heidi, my dog. She sometimes joins in singing in the background, usually when there's something exciting going on in the road, but because it's dark and drizzly out there, I would imagine it's going to be a bit quieter out on the road. But if you do hear a little bark in the distance, that's Heidi joining in. So I just wanted to introduce her at the start there. Alright, I can see on the Zoom people have found their smudge incenses to start and centre themselves here this evening. Let's all just take a moment. We can just focus in with our breath. Just take a couple of conscious deep breaths. A bit deeper than you would normally take. If you can take a deep breath down to your belly, then fantastic. When I say down to the belly, I mean just let you really kind of drop in the diaphragm and let in your belly push out as you take in a breath. Really good grounding breaths. Breathing all the way down to those lower chakras as well, as it were, to kind of give that energy down to that lower part of ourselves, just so we're good and grounded at the start here. And if you work with visualizations, as you breathe, just see that energy breathe down through you and out through roots that come out through your feet, through your toes that go down into the earth, that push down through the soil, push down through the stones and through the underwater streams, deep, deep down into the earth. And just feel as you breathe that connection from the earth, and you breathe that energy down to the earth. Just feeling that real grounding there. I can see on Zoom, Nikki, you got some fantastic trees around you there in that picture. And just imagine yourself as those trees as you breathe down, kind of breathe down from those branches, as those branches would be up there, kind of with the breeze. Breathe that energy down into the earth, those roots going deep, and breathe that energy up through from the earth as well, up through your being and out through the sky, and get that kind of reciprocal wave going of breathing down from the heavens above and out into the earth, and up from the earth and out to the heavens and sky above. And I'm going to light some incense, light some smudge incense here, just to help me as I center myself and ground myself at the start of this evening. And just invite the plant spirits in. So thank them for their gifts of healing, of clarity, of grounding, of cleansing. As the smoke washes over my skin, it helps lift away the stresses of the day. It helps lift away all of the many different emails I've been writing and sending, and pages and posts I've been clicking, and things I've been listening to. All of that, I don't need to have that this evening. I can let that all just be carried away by the smoke, just to really ground myself into this space, so I can be here and present and focused on the group, on the drumming, and really present in the moment. And so this will just continue to smoulder in the background there, and be sending up those prayers for cleansing and grounding and focus at the start of this evening for all of you in the circle, and for all of you who join this through the video afterwards. And we honour and thank those plant spirits for their cleansing, for their qualities of spirit, for their gifts. All right. So all of us now, as we just take that moment just to drop a little bit deeper into ourselves, from that deeper place in ourselves, let's just send out these calls to the land, and calls to the unseen, and calls to those guides and beings that we want to join in with us, that we want them to be present here with us, to hold us during this drum circle. But you know, they're always there, so it's also just a moment to really acknowledge them in this space and in this circle as we open ourselves to the sacred this evening. So from the heart, let's send out the call to the land beneath us. Wherever we are, the land, the earth beneath us, we send out that call and that honouring to it. That land that holds us and heals us and guides us on our journey through life. Let's honour the element of air, to all those winds that are blowing. Those winds that are blowing the leaves off the trees. As we say, those leaves that are clearing away the old to make way for the new. Let us honour all of those waters that flow from the earth in the sacred springs. Those waters that in many places, as people have commented, are falling now as the rains, those sacred rains that nourish and bless the earth, that flow through the soil into the rivers and streams and out to the sea. And to that flow within us, to those depths within us, and to the fires, we honour the fire of the sun that still continues to send down its warmth. To those fires deep within the earth, and to all of those fires within us, those dreams and visions and passions, those fires of excitement, those fires of illumination, those fires of creativity. We connect with that fire energy that drives us forward. And let us call to all of the unseen guides, healers, teachers and inspirers, spirit allies, all those that work with us and work through us, that guide us and support us in our journeys. And to the ancestors, let's call. As particularly we're now in October, and as we move to this time of the year where we particularly focus on the honouring of the ancestors and the remembering of the ancestors. Let us once again in this circle honour and acknowledge all of those ancestors of our bloodline. Let's honour and acknowledge all of those ancestors of the land beneath us, all those original peoples and indigenous peoples of the lands where we are from. And let's honour the ancestors of our spiritual traditions that have passed, for all of us coming with our own paths, our own ways of connecting with the sacred, for all those that have passed that on in such a way that we can be here and sharing this space in this widened circle tonight. We honour and acknowledge them all. And to the spirits of the drums, to these drums whom we connect in here with tonight, whose sacred rhythms allow us to drop into a deeper part of ourself and to connect with something beyond ourselves. Let's just honour and acknowledge the spirits of the drums. And so for all of us who are joining in here tonight in this circle, for everybody, let's call to all of the spirits of the north and the east and the south and the west, and we ask the circle to be blessed. And to the earth below and sky above, fill this circle with purest love. Blessed be. And as always, blessed be, aho, amen, ariom, cheers, whatever it is for you, for those who are joining in for the first time, whatever there is for you for ending a sharing or ending a prayer, whatever's right for you, work with that. I will often say blessed be, but I will often say blessed be, followed by aho, amen, cheers, boom shakalaka. Yeah, the usual ones on the list there. So now we're in this new space this evening. A reminder for everybody, if you do need to leave early tonight on this call, something else calls you or something else you need to do in the house or whatever, do take a moment when you come away from it just to stop, regather yourself with your breath, recenter around your breath with those roots, because when we do this, when we open up this space, when we connect with the drum, and even those who aren't with their drums themselves, who are joining in with that drum in their chest, that heartbeat, we do step into a slightly different space, a slightly more open space. And so before we get back into the busyness, just take a moment just to recenter. So I'll try and remind us a couple of times throughout this evening about that recentering and regrounding. But yeah, just try and remember, if you need to from the drum circle, if you need to leave early, just take a moment just to recenter. But for while we're here, for all of us, let's have this round of drumming to start to open this circle with the drum and to connect in a unity round of drumming as a circle. So grab your drums. If you're without a drum, let your heart beat the drum beat for you and join in with the rhythms in that way. Every round of drumming has a prayer and intention. We talk about the healing of the drum, and we get a lot from the drum when we play it ourselves, when we beat it ourselves. As a circle, we share that rhythm, that healing rhythm. But also there's a lot of energy that is built up from the drums, and we can send that out. We can dedicate that out. And in this circle, we're going to dedicate that out as a prayer of unity to bring us all together in this circle. I'm just going to have a look at what's going on with the sage bowl behind me here, because I can almost not see the screen for the haze of smoke that there is. We will be continuing in a haze then, it seems. Sending all those prayers for cleansing out and around the circle. So let's join in unity, and the aim of this is just to, with the drum, call out around the circle and to connect in around the circle. So I welcome all of you just to join in the drumming with me with this, for unity. Just let the breath bring you back from that. Remembering those grounding breaths. Just taking that breath a little bit deeper. Bringing yourself back to your space. And back to the circle here together. If you've got a drink, worth taking a sip. Good for bringing us back from the in-between, the betwixt and between that we go into with the drums. But also if you're in a room as smoky as mine, it's good. It's just to help wet the throat again. So yeah, let us know when you're back, everybody. I can see faces waking up on the screen there and drum beaters waving on the Zoom call. But those on the Facebook page, let us know when you're back. Send up a bubble with a thumb or something like that, a thumb or a smiley or whatever you can send up, and let us know in the comments how you're doing. Said very atmospheric there. Is that because of the smoke, or is it's all part of kind of like the Hollywood set scene that I've got with the grotto behind me. I've also fantastic. I can see life on the Facebook Live one of hearts and thumbs going up in the corner there. Send up a smiley. Can you still do smileys on there? Send up a smiley. I always wondered whether you know, with the angry faced ones, if you start sending up the angry face ones, does that then kind of, you know, categorize the video as being controversial or something like that? I don't know if it changes anything in terms of the algorithm. Thought it'd be fun to try it. But yeah, send up things. Excellent. I can see faces. I can see shocked faces as well. Excellent. Well, brilliant. People talking about hypnotic. Yeah, very atmospheric. Oh, that was the comment that you'd sent, Julia. Fantastic. That felt really quite gentle. You know, the opening rounds have always been kind of, you know, had a fair amount of power to them. There was a real strong gentleness to that feeling for me. I often try and feel into how the circle's being weaved, and there were so many different kind of strands and images that I had throughout that, but the general feel was a gentleness. Oh, I'm getting all the pictures on the screen now. I'm getting little ghosts. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I can see that most of you are back now. From all of those. How wonderful. How was the round of drumming? Do let us know that as well. How are you feeling from that round of drumming? Some saying felt like a hug. That's absolutely lovely. Somebody's got it on surround sound. You've said totally fantastic. I hope you're still feeling that it's totally fantastic decision to put it on surround sound by the end of the evening. Hope the drumming's clear enough with it. I hope I don't drone on with my voice too much in between. Beautiful drumming journey. Wonderful. Great. And welcome to everybody who's joined in during that, who's just found the live stream during that. Welcome to you all. We're having a round of drumming just to connect in all around the world in this circle, and connecting with the drums and connecting with the land. Yeah. Wonderful. Another saying, it was a lovely, other saying, brilliant and lovely. Good. I'm glad we started from that place, connecting in as a circle here, and lovely kind of to see a kind of a growing group even on the Facebook live stream. That's wonderful. Well, the tonight's circle, I think I remember mentioning on the autumn equinox circle that just as we started it, it was just getting dark outside the window. It wasn't completely dark. I could still see kind of the light in the sky, but it was almost, I needed to start the evening with the lights. And I have stayed switched with the kind of the new, slightly different light, the kind of the not quite so bright one where you can still see the candles flickering over my shoulders. But tonight's drumming circle, we started in darkness. We are kind of really seeing the seasons changing and seeing the seasons shift. So pop it in the comments. What things are you seeing? Let's kind of share it in the space saying, what are you seeing in terms of the changes of season at the moment? Not just the changes of weather. Don't just kind of say about the rain, but what are you noticing about the changes of season at the moment? What are you noticing out and around? Following, I don't know if Wes is on the live stream this month, but following a lot of Wes's kind of recommendations, I have been kind of going out and gathering acorns from trees out and about. I've done the usual. Those who know my way of working is going to the tree to have a moment of connection first, a moment of conversation, to ask permission. Trees are families, and so when they drop their seeds down and around, you know, I guess they're hoping that their family circle will grow in that circle around where their branches reach out to. I know squirrels interfere with that, and birds interfere with that, with taking the seeds off and away, and me going in and taking acorns and moving around. I acknowledge the point that I'm interfering with that. So just going and having a chat with the tree first. But I've got a number of acorns that are downstairs, just starting to germinate, just starting to kind of burst through. So those, I'm going to get them into some soil just to kind of get those acorn saplings growing. But what else are you noticing for the seasons now? People talking about the mellowing landscape, and I noticed that as well with the light. You know, this kind of, the light kind of just has that little softness to it. I always think that the air is just that little bit, because it's colder, the air is that little bit thicker. No idea if there's any scientific logic or reasoning to that at all. In my head, that's how it works. The air is a bit colder, so the light just gets a little bit more crystalline as it comes on through. Others talking about the chill in the air, the leaves falling and the plants dying back, and people really wanting to kind of lean into the darkness of the evening, enjoying the lights off. And I'm getting, wow, so many messages on the Facebook Live one. Let me just grab back to the beginning. So cycling to work before dawn, and the tyres crunching over the leaves on the path. The birds going home a lot sooner. Watching the birds gathering high in the sky all afternoon. Incredible starry skies and the moon. Seeing the planets at 4 AM. Wow, that's an early start to the day. Somebody saying about their Virginia creeper, the colour of the leaves now going blood red. I was over in Canterbury. There's this lovely spot by the river where there's lots of, I don't know the type of plant. I wonder, I'll have a look at the Virginia creeper to see if it's one of those, but that was absolutely stunning. All red there, just over the edge by the river. Garden full of creatures foraging for berries and roots. Squirrels out and about. Pear tree dropped all of the pears today. Farmers planting next year's crops. Joy, the roses are still blooming while the acorns and chestnuts are falling. People commenting on the colours properly changing now, and all the squirrels in their mad dash. Crazy squirrels down at the park near work. The frostier mornings, feeling of wanting to hibernate. Absolutely lovely. And all the birds nomming on the pears. Fantastic. All of these things that we kind of connect in with the season here. The wild geese flying over. It's such a, we run in these circles every 2 weeks, and it's really nice to check in each time at what's going on with the change of seasons, because when we were talking a couple of weeks ago, the leaves were only really starting to turn in their colours. Maybe it was only the first couple of leaves. Down here in Kent anyway, maybe it's been earlier. But yeah, just in 2 weeks, what a difference it makes. Our friend from San Francisco talking about the coyotes howling more at night. Yes, I can completely relate. I don't know if we've got any. I don't know whether the foxes starts crying out in the night any more this time of the year, but curious to hear how that sounds, Phoebe, with the coyotes. Others joining in from Mexico. Hello, great to see you. Seems lots of people have got pears on the go. People talking about their pears, all their pears falling in one go. Others talking about the squirrels going after them. Now we've got the hedgehogs going after the pears. Welcome, Wes. Lovely to have you on here. I was just talking about the the season and connecting what we're noticing about the changing of the seasons at the moment. And I started saying about, based on your recommendation last time, I've been gathering some acorns and getting those started. So thanks very much for kind of the links that you posted last time with that. Yeah, I'm noticing particularly the coolness, the temperature change, the temperature drop, and you know, I don't know if how much kind of cooler it is compared to, you know, colder days a month ago, say, but it does really feel a coolness and a freshness, and in the air, and so loving that for the morning, heading out in the evening, the standing outside, and just on the out and about during the day, just to feel that coolness. It's all of those kind of calls in the land when we kind of spend our time indoors, which, you know, we've done a lot of this year, and with things as they're turning with restrictions and the different tiers that they're putting in, you know, we can expect there's going to be a bit more time where we're going to be spending indoors. And it's very easy when we're in places that are mostly all the same room temperature to lose that feeling of coolness of the air in the winter. And so yeah, I've been loving getting outside and just to feel that a little bit more. I've been largely kind of in the garden, but also out for walks with the dog and out on cycle rides recently, just to be getting outdoors that little bit more, and yeah, just to feel into the change of temperature. So let's drum to the spirit of the season. Let's connect in with the land who is also cooling. Let's connect in with those plants that are winding back for the year, those trees that are dropping their leaves. Let's feel into and connect into all of that animal life that is going around and gathering what it can. You know, the message of this season, you know, is very much that continuing on from the harvest period of gathering the gifts of the year that we can, letting go of what we don't need to. All of those leaves falling into the earth will become compost, ready for and giving way to new growth. So let's really connect in with the spirit of the season in this round. And I think my room's a bit clearer of the smoke. I can be seen on the screens a bit more clearly. I was thinking I would have to kind of give a don't adjust your set kind of message. It's incense smoke in the way. It's not kind of, you know, dodgy screen or whatever it might need to be. Alright, so the focus and intention for this round of drumming, connecting in with the spirit of the season. All those things that we've named and focused in on for ourselves, and any others that come to mind as we connect in with the season in this round. And just bringing yourself back with your breath. Just letting your breath bring you back into your body. Right down to your fingertips and your toes. Just give yourself a little bit of a move as you come back into this space. Just pre-warning if you get another connection message coming up there. But hopefully that will now sort that. So let us know, everybody, if you're starting to make your way back there. I'm getting a couple of messages coming up saying about the connection. Hopefully that's going to start to catch up now. Do let us know when you can see me again on the Facebook live stream. Hopefully, as I say, that's sorted now. Hello from those on the Zoom. Can you see us? You can see us all right? Great. I haven't messed up any settings on that one. Fantastic. You can see me all right there. And you're all back. Let us know how you are from the journey there. Let us know how that journey was. How you're feeling. I felt quite energised from that round of drumming. I felt that quite exciting. Brilliant. I think I'm back now on the Facebook Live. All right. I think it's dropped down. Oh, there's only a few people who are on there now. So those who are able to see us on there, I've changed the settings, so I think the connection should be fine now. Hopefully the others will find their way back to the live stream shortly. But yes, you are welcome to join on the Zoom if you wanted to come across to the Zoom. I've now got them on different screens. I can't see whether or not the apologies for kind of sitting here talking about the freezing screens, but I'm trying to work out whether I've just got a delay in messages. There is always a delay in messages appearing on the Facebook live stream, but obviously when there's been the screen freezing, I don't know whether or not it's partly to do with that. But yeah, let us know if I'm back. Dharma says I'm back. Georgie says I'm back. There was somebody previously who had said I was back, but I might have disappeared again. Others saying it's working. Yeah, okay, I think I've cracked it. Well, fantastic. Brilliant. I think we're back. Are we all back? Let us know if you are... a couple of people still having it freezing. See if you can refresh the page and see if that makes a difference for you. But how was the round of drumming for you before it all... before the screen went? Others finding kind of a mellow vibe, feeling the mellowing from the seasons. How are others of you doing in terms of that round of drumming? How was that round of drumming for you? Great. It looks like I'm definitely back on Facebook Live there. Excellent. People commenting on really feeling the connection in with the earth energies. Others feeling it very energizing. Love you, Jenny. Craving a pear. Wonderful. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Alright, so we've had some mellow and some energizing. Now we're going to be finishing this evening on a song as always. And I have got a mellower one and I've got an energizing one. So we'll see what the feel is when we get towards the end of the evening as to to which one we'll go for. Fantastic. Others feeling relaxing, others feeling energized, and yeah, others feeling the healing of the drum, particularly in these troubled times, as they describe. And that does, you know, that will be that's the intention for the next round of drumming, Maggie. We'll have now our healing round of drumming. And you know, with this we create a circle, and we name and put anybody in the circle that we feel at the moment could do with some love and strength being sent to them. As kind of Maggie describes, you know, it's troubled times, troubling times. That circle of people that we might include for who could do with some extra love and strength may be bigger than normal at the moment. Not just people who are suffering with illness, but also people who are going through all sorts of struggles that are presented by, you know, the kind of the returning to lockdowns by different names and different variations of that, and the kind of the uncertainty of the times. The impact that has on all of our well-being, all of our mental health, and of our physical health. So, you know, if there are people that we want to particularly name to bring into the circle here, let's remember ourselves in that and acknowledge what our own needs are, kind of in terms of to feel that healing of the circle. But let's create that circle here now. So what I invite people to do is, whether it's initials or first names, because this is on, you know, especially on the Facebook, it's on a public forum. I prefer people not to kind of give identifiable names. Don't kind of give surnames and things like that. Just first names or initials. Pop them in the comments section or pop them in the chat, just so they can go into the centre of the circle. And we'll do a round of drumming now in this wide circle that's, you know, there's everybody who is joining on the Facebook Live, everybody who's joining on the Zoom, this circle stretching around the world, and the circle of people that we can hold all of those at the moment and send that love and that strength and that energy of the drums to them. We connect in on these evenings with the drum to really ground, energize, center, relax, really kind of get ourselves that boost that we need. And from this place we can sit with that strength, and let the drums now send that love and strength to those who are needing it. So just people are able to pop those names, those initials, however it may be, in the comment section there. And we'll do this round of healing, round of drumming, this healing round for them. And yeah, for those people who we know are struggling with health, we know who are struggling with all of the changes that are needed at the moment. And yeah, thanks Carol, kind of on to do with the beautiful earth. We've also been including places and kind of naming places, particularly where there have been places that have been experiencing wildfires, that have been experiencing floods, that have been experiencing all sorts. For all those places where the land and the spirits of the land, and when we talk about the land, we talk about the spirits of the forest and the spirits of the waters, the spirits of the animals, all those that we can send that prayer and intention for love and strength to. But it is particularly it's particularly important where, if there are people that come to mind, if we can be specific, to bring them into the circle with initials or first names, just so they are specifically for themselves in that circle there, so that energy can be sent really quite directly to them from this widened circle. Yeah, really grateful for all of the names that people are putting in there. So for all of these names that we've mentioned, and any others that come to our mind and our heart during the round of drumming, I always say, you never know, somebody might come into your mind during the round of drumming. You don't need to kind of wonder why or what it is. It's just take it as a call that they could also do with some love and strength sent to them. So let's just drum some love to them. With the drum and with the voice, let it carry with those sacred rhythms out to all those that are in that circle. For love and strength. So let your breath bring you back, or let Heidi's barking in the distance bring you back. Whichever one works, but just, yeah, deepening your breath. Just to breathe your energy and your awareness back into your body. Yeah, Heidi's singing out that song, healing to all the four-leggeds there, I guess, is what she's joining in with. She might come up again in a moment. But yeah, let us know when you're back from that. Give your body a shake and a move, just move in your seat where you are, just to bring yourself back into your body that little bit more. Look around the room, really see yourself back in the room that you're in. And let us know how you're feeling from that round of drumming. If you're on Facebook, just let us know with the bubbles, with the thumbs and smiley faces or whatever there are. Let us know that you're back. Brilliant. I can see some starting to come through now. And yeah, how was that round of drumming for you? Excellent. Can see people returning. What are people sending now? Sending pair emojis. All this talk with pairs. They kind of become a theme of the evening. Fantastic. Yeah, so I was feeling that. It's been quite powerful. I was describing it, feeling quite heartfelt. Yeah, kind of hypnotic, beautiful, powerful, healing, restful. Yeah, I personally also felt that one to be very, very strong, particularly at places, particularly kind of different parts of it. I don't know whether that was just to do with it, what point I really settled into it or what, but yeah, I could really feel the power of that round on this wide circle that's connecting in. Ah, fantastic. All right. So thanks everyone. We're going to end this evening with a song and a drumming. I'm going to put it to you guys to let me know whether you would like a energetic round or a gentle round. So let's go for energetic round, laughing face on Facebook with the hearts and bubbles and things like that, and a heart for a gentle one. Would have been awesome if Heidi had howled. Thankfully, she doesn't howl. She has the kind of a fair few barks, but thankfully she doesn't howl. Yeah, let us know what energy of song you'd like us to end on this evening. The kind of the energizing or the more gentle. I'm gonna go for one that my voice can do. Oh, it's seeming equal on Facebook. And leaning towards gentle on there. Oh, we're leaning towards gentle on both, actually. Yeah, excellent. All right, I'll keep an eye on it unless there's a massive windfall of calling for the energetic one. I think gentle has got most of us on. Well, I think all of us on Zoom and most there on Facebook. So apologies for those who wanted an energising one. We'll end with a gentle this evening, as that seems to be the popular vote. Yeah, so after a very busy September with a number of different things that kind of meant that we had one drumming circle on, I was only able to do one drumming circle. I'm hoping now we're back to rhythm of having the two. So kind of keep that in diaries or keep that in your mind that the second Tuesday of the month will be on here, and on the last Tuesday of the month will be on here. So the next one will be the 20th of October, the 23rd 7th, yeah. The details have already gone out on the newsletter, but there will be a reminder on the newsletter for it, and we'll get back into kind of the regular having 2 a month. In the blurb on the Facebook video, there is the sign up link for the newsletter. So if you're not already signed up to the newsletter, in order to get these updates about when these are happening and to get the link for the Zoom, if you're wanting to join on the Zoom link, do go on to and sign up to the mailing list. I think it's whatever, Eep Earl or whatever, but it's in the blurb on the Facebook Live video. And I've also shared in there the links, so they're easy to find. Somebody was asking for it in the comments here about kind of an introduction to shamanic drumming. There is the link there to the online class for introduction to shamanic drumming. There is also the link there for the online course for shamanic journeying, which is a kind of a longer course. It spans over 5 weeks, but really kind of builds that skill for shamanic journeying. And as well, there's the link for the membership. So if any of those ones, I've mentioned them over previous months, that you kind of wanting to have a look at those links, they're in the blurb on the Facebook Live video there as well. And as always, it really helps. What's really, really helpful is if people can share these videos of the live stream, if people can share any of those links. It just helps my work reach out to anybody else that is looking for it at the moment, so more people can find it who might not otherwise find it. And so that's a real way that you can all help at the moment, is just for sharing those links for the page, for the online courses, for the online classes, and for the live stream here. All right. So, Carol, I apologise. I see your enthusiasm with all of the smiley faces going on there, but the overwhelming wave of hearts and calls for a gentle song at the end of the evening has certainly swayed it. The one we're going to end with this evening is one by Brian Boothby. It's We Are Tomorrow's Ancestors. And I'm going to copy the link into the and copy the lyrics or copy the words into the Facebook, hopefully. I intend to, so that they're there handily. And it also gives a link there to his music page, and I'll copy it into the comments here as well. The song is We Are Tomorrow's Ancestors. I tend to just do the last verse on there, but you know, I've copied the full load of verses for the song as a whole. The song is, or the part of it, the last verse that I sing is, we are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday. For what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. And I've put the full lot in there. I don't normally sing the variations of it, of I am tomorrow's ancestor and you are tomorrow's ancestor, but actually I think those are quite powerful. I don't know if I could easily switch my head from autopilot of singing these to do the full lot, but for you joining in at home, if you're wanting to kind of sing through all of the verses, please do, because I think there is a power in sitting with that verse of I am tomorrow's ancestor and of you are tomorrow's ancestor. So I'll sing it through, join in with it. I'll join in with the drums, and we'll sing that round for a few times, for a few minutes. Let's give that a go. I'm going to go for a softer drum beater. And yeah, the song particularly kind of choice for this evening is focusing on the ancestors, as we are in this month, where we focus in on the ancestors. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday. For what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. I am tomorrow's ancestor, the future of yesterday, for what I am in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. We are tomorrow's ancestors, the future of yesterday, for what we are in the here and now goes rippling out always, goes rippling out always. And let that song and that message of that song ripple out, as it says, and let's let the drum beats, the rhythm of the drum ripple out from this space, from this circle, to carry their healing rhythms, to carry their messages of connection and this reconnection of this relationship with the sacred, to carry out to all of those that need to hear it, for all of those that we've sent those prayers of love and strength to the spirits of the land, this land that's calling here in the autumn, to this season of change, this season of healing and cleansing, of release and letting go. To all of those guides, healers, teachers and inspirers that have worked with us and worked through us, we honour you and thank you for for you joining us here in this circle, in this space, for you holding us in this circle that connects so many people all around the world. So for all of the spirits of the north and the east and the south and west, and of the sky above and the earth below, we give you our heartfelt thanks and gratitude. As we close this circle, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be. And so yeah, thanks everybody who's joined on this evening. For all those who joined earlier on, I know a number of people left and disappeared when the connection to the live stream dropped. But thanks to all of those who have joined in for any part of it and for all of it. Really appreciate you joining on the circle. I want to draw attention on the Facebook page. There's somebody who's spamming there, offering kind of accurate free spiritual guidance. Do not message people who are spamming the posts there, because they tend to be scams. So please don't, please report those posts if they're appearing there, and I'll see if I can delete them soon afterwards. But yeah, I'll get back through the rest of the comments on the page there, and if there's any questions or any bits, I'll kind of if there's any bits that I've missed during the drumming circle, I'll look on and get them to comment or something afterwards. But yeah, we had Bitcoin a few weeks ago who was trying to jump onto the comment section to spam things. We've got somebody on there at the moment who's doing that again with offering readings, which, as we've seen kind of in different groups, tend to often be scams. So yeah, thanks those of you who have already reported that. That's great. But yes, the next drumming circle on the 27th of October will be particularly focusing in on Samhain, of the celebration of the ancestors, and there will be more songs. We'll see what else we can do to kind of weave that energy into the evening, but the evening's focus will be particularly an honouring of the ancestors. And yeah, I look forward to joining you along then. So yeah, thank you all, and look forward to joining you with the rhythms of the drum soon. Take care.